He's a good player. I know one thing for sure that we got to tackle, we got to get him on the ground. We think he make really good decisions when he's hitting the hole, when he's running the football and just finding guys out of the gap. I think he does a real good job of that. And respectfully, you got to think that those guys, he isn't doing that by himself. He got a really good group in front of him, offensive lineman guys that he's been with for a while. So it's going to be challenging.
Are there any similarities you can take from trying to take down Dalvin Cook last week with the Vikings?
I mean, two totally different runners. I think, obviously Dalvin is, I think, in my opinion, is a little more explosive than Zeke is. Zeke wants to, hit the hole, which that Dalvin wants to get outside. So you got two different style of running backs. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to come down to us, 11 guys get to the football and, getting them on the ground.
As you look at the film of these three straight losses for them, it looks like Ezekiel's not able to run the ball as well, and it really affects their play action. If you're able to go into Dallas and do those types of things, how much does it limit what they want to do on offense?
I mean, I think for us, it's every week. We got to stop the run. We got to be physical up front. Try to make teams one-dimensional, and for D-line, we take so much pride in that. We know that if they can get the ball running, if they can get going running the ball, it's going to be a long night for us. So for us, we just got to create negative plays on first and second down. That way we can get after the quarterback.
As one of the leaders of this team, what are you doing to make sure that the guys are in the right state of mind entering this?
I mean, we've been in this position before, where everybody doubting us and everybody's counting us out already. But we're the guys in this locker room. We go out there and practice every day. We're in every meeting. So the guys in this locker room, and being one of the leaders in the locker room is keeping everybody up, man. I think that's the biggest thing. Because if I'm down, they'll be down. I think I say this every year. If I'm down, they're down. So we got to just keep doing what we're doing. Stay hard on them, and just get ready to prepare for a game on Sunday.
If you get Jalen and Ronald back in the secondary, what would that do for your defense?
It's a lot. It does a lot for our defense because you got two guys that's played a lot of football. I'm not saying that who's been in haven't played a lot of football, but you got a bunch of guys that's been around, and they're starters in this league. They're our defensive starters. So to get those guys back, if we get those guys back, obviously I'll be excited for them and to see them go out there, run around and play.
Going back to Tim's question, the context is there for this week. It's in Dallas against the Cowboys, first place in the division on the line. Can you appreciate what a win would do for you guys to kind of get you back trending the direction you want to be going?
I mean, getting a win is really big, but for us, we need to get another win on the road. That's big for us. We're 1-2 on the road this year, and it's not good. I think good football teams win on the road, and I've been a part of that. But for us, we just need to go down there, man, and focus. We're playing a team that we're used to seeing every year. It's going to be a physical game. It's going to be Sunday Night Football. They're coming off a loss. We're coming off a loss, and to me, it's going to come down who wanted more.
Hey, Fletcher, what's your most vivid Eagles-Cowboys memory from your career?
I would say the biggest memory, I think, was we went down there, and I think it was Chip's first year or second year when Brandon Boykin got the pick. The last game, Brandon Boykin got the pick to seal the game, so that was a big deal for us.
What do you think of Doug coming out early in the week and publicly saying we're going down to Dallas and we're going to win this game?
I mean, Doug can say it, Mr. Lurie said it, Howie can say it. It don't matter who said it. We got their back. We in this locker room, we play for those guys. We respect them, and no matter what they say, what they do, we have their back.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the opportunity. It's what I've been planning for the last 6 months and last 5 years. So I'm just ready to go.
When you made the choice after the preseason to stay here on the practice squad instead of going back to the CFL, how confident were you this point would come?
Pretty confident. The conversations I had with management upstairs and the coaches and everything. I knew the opportunity would come and just keep working, keep developing my craft, and the time would come, and no better time for it to come.
What was like getting the call or being told that you were getting the promotion?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. It's one of those things you kind of wait for your whole life, so it's pretty cool to have happen.
How ready do you feel if you do get in there and have to play special teams, defense, whatever it is?
100% ready. I've been ready since the last preseason game. I've been ready to play for this team probably since OTAs. I'm just excited to just go out there and continue to do what I've done in practice and in the preseason.
What do you think you'll give them? What do you think you'll add to the mix?
Just a guy that's got the fire, that's gonna play 110% every play no matter what, and do everything I can to win football games.
You get a sense that they're looking for that kind of spark right now on defense? I mean, obviously it's coming off a disappointing effort against Minnesota. Is that a spark that you feel like this defense could use and need?
I think you look around and look at the guys that are on this defense and on this team. I think we got definitely enough spark players. I think, if I'm 46, I think we got 45 other ones. So I'm not too worried that I'm the plug that they're going to use. But I know this seems to be, ready to play on Sunday.
You had some shots in 2015 before you went up to Canada with a few different teams. Where do you feel like you are? How much more ready for this are you now than maybe back then when you first kind of took a shot at this?
Oh, night and day. If I could go back to myself then, coming out of Montana State, I didn't know much. I didn't know how to study. Not that I wouldn't have said I was ready to be a pro, but myself now, it was different, and I'm so much more prepared now. I know how to prepare, and like I said, I've been ready for the last 6 weeks for this. And so to me, it's just another practice week, getting ready for another opponent, and just on Sunday, hopefully I'll be playing.
Does it feel different in practice or not really?
No, because the way I think I've been practicing the last 6 weeks, I've been preparing to play, and I think that's how you have to go about it, and to just have this opportunity is kind of exactly where in my head every week I plan on being.
Have you kept up with your old Stampeders buddies?
Oh yeah, every week,
How are they doing?
a couple times a day. They're good. They play Winnipeg this week. I think winner takes the West, so it'll be pretty exciting for them.
Who got the first call after you learned you were getting promoted?
Oh, first call, Mom. Mom, obviously. Mom's got to get it. Mom and my sister, I couldn't be more excited. And then the girlfriend after that, obviously.
Your mom's in California?
Mom's in California. They might already be in Dallas, but
Oh, okay.
they're in California.
Who called?
My agent called
Okay.
me, actually, so I don't know who called him, but he called me, I think, probably still on the other line, so it was pretty nice.
Was it a tough call at all after preseason ended? Did you kind of really have to weigh both options?
Yeah, I think every decision you make, you got to weigh a little bit, especially if you have, a good second option, But I'm happy with, the decision I made. I wanted to be here. I think, that was why I came. I didn't come to just leave after the preseason. If there was a legit chance I'd be playing football for the Philadelphia Eagles, I was going to stay. And, now, when it comes full circle, I'm happy, I got that opportunity.
What is it about the Eagles that made you want to stay?
I mean, it's a winning organization. They won a Super Bowl 2 years ago. The same guys are still here. Whatever everybody wants to say, this is a team that's going to win, and it's a team that's going to, they're playoff contenders, and it's a team that you want to be part of, and, history in a city you want to be in.